Alright, Champions League quarterfinals. I wonder who we're going to get. Hello? Oh, Bogach, how are you, Boggy? You want to leave? Mate, why would you want to leave? Yeah, I did say I'd give you more first team football, didn't I? Well, here's the thing, mate. The problem that we've had is that we've had a lot of big games recently. And, well, you're just not as good as Mariba, mate. A transfer request? Look, mate, I can't say I didn't see this coming, but we're going to miss you. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to Season 6, Episode 10 of the first star with Leeds United. I bid to win the Champions League with the club for the first time. And today we have the quarterfinals of the Champions League against an opponent we are about to discover because we're about to have the quarterfinal draw. Let's have a quick look at the teams that are in the draw here. Now behind my head we have Atletico Madrid, the defending champions. Barcelona, Liverpool got through along with Paris Saint-Germain. We've got Chelsea, ourselves, Lyon and Sevilla. Now, Lyon and Sevilla, I think we will take them in a heartbeat. Did we play Lyon in the group stage? Am I dreaming that? Schedule. I'm dreaming that. Did we play them maybe last year in the group stage? Anyway, let's not dwell on it. Obviously, of those teams, I'm looking at Lyon and Sevilla and thinking, yes, please. Outside of that, it's going to be tough. We've seen in recent episodes, we've beaten Liverpool and Chelsea. They are still very dangerous teams. Atletico Madrid, well, we had Atletico Madrid in the group stage, didn't we? And we did beat them in that. Paris Saint-Germain's first team out, they get Lyon. All France battle there. Barcelona, who of course, Barcelona, of course, we have signed several players from Barcelona, 5 of them, in fact. So that's going to be sort of Barcelona versus Barcelona B, if you take FC Barcelona as Barcelona B these days. So that's an interesting draw for us. A quarterfinal draw against Barcelona. Let's go and have a quick look at. We'll just draw it straight out of the semi-final. So if we were to win, we would get the winner of Paris and Lyon. So you would imagine Paris in the semi-final. So that's going to be really, really interesting. Quick look at Barcelona, because we'll play them in just a second here, so we'll find out more about them. Is the great Lionel Messi there? No, he must have retired at this point. We're in 2025, so almost certainly. I do have Griezmann still. He looks class, doesn't he? They have somebody else here that we've got. Yeah, he looks quite good as well. So they're going to be tough. It's going to be a tough doubleheader against them. But it is something nonetheless that we can look forward to. Now, other news that we have is the youth intake has arisen. And to be honest, it's a very quick update. The youth intake was pretty much rubbish this season. We have Tom Bradley, a winger, potentially a 3-star player. I don't think he's ever going to make it. He's decent, but at the level we're at now, of course, it takes a special player to be anything more than sort of a 3-star potential. 3-star is basically a solid Premier League player. So, these guys might work out for us. James Walker, a right back, potentially a 3-star potential player. Ollie Young's another midfielder. Decent dribbling, decent crossing. But, again, he just doesn't have really anything else about him that suggests he's going to be a player for us. A left back here in Kian Mail. Again, average at best. And the last player that looks like they could be anything is Denny Simpson, a centre back. And again, solid enough. Actually, of all of them, he looks maybe the most, potential about him. But yeah, anyway, I don't think we'll be seeing any of those guys troubling the first team anytime soon. Now, before we get to today's games, we have a few to catch you up on since last episode, starting with our match against Brighton in the FA Cup. Just the one goal in this one, as Renier spotted a gap in the Brighton defence before slotting home the winner and sending us to Wembley. So there we go, we are off to Wembley. We got Chelsea in the semi-finals. We always had an element of control about the game. You can see that they only had the one shot on target, though how often do you see that one shot go in? But Renier with a nice goal, and that's us, as I said, into the semi-finals, off to Wembley, where we will face Chelsea. That'll be a big one. Next up, we have our Premier League match against West Ham United. We took the lead when McAlmon's sweeping pass found Fati, who beat his man before smashing it in the top corner. West Ham drew level just after half-time when they caught us out with the ball over the top. But we secured the points late in stoppage time, when Bowen's cross-field pass found Fati, who did what Fati does. So there we go, we left it late, we did get the win, and Ansu Fati, honestly, he's just toying with them. He's just toying with the opposition. It is unbelievable the goals he scores at times, just beats men for fun, picks out the top corners, and if we didn't have him this day, I dare say we may have lost the game. So excellent stuff there. Big 3 points. So the Newcastle game that was supposed to be the third game between episodes was rearranged. I'm not quite sure why, to be honest, because there's no need for it to have been necessarily. I'll have a quick look at what all that means for the league table. You can see we are now what's that, 8 points clear with a game in hand on Chelsea, not a game in hand on Liverpool, but looking really, really to be in a strong position here. And today we focus our attention in here on the Champions League quarterfinals against Barcelona. And like I said, we have 5 of their ex-players, so it'll be interesting to see if they come back and haunt them. We've spent quite a bit of money on those players as well. You can see there's the semi-final draw against Chelsea in the FA Cup semi-final. All right. Let's go and have a quick look now. There is a game in between here, I should say, too, against Brighton. I'll play through that and I'll show you the highlights of that before the second game here. So have a quick look at what we're up against here in Barcelona. They are the favourites for this one. We've played them twice before, a loss and a draw. Now, Thomas Tuchel is their manager. Now, Thomas Tuchel in FM20 was very, very much our nemesis manager. Let's hope that's not the case in FM20. We can see him there. We know roughly what to expect from him. They're an adventurous passing playing style. We have a quick look at what the heat map will. So their and our analysis report here from their game against Alvarez. We are expecting them to come up something similar to this, maybe a little bit more defensive in midfield. There's their heat map, very, very high up the pitch, aren't they? But a little bit narrow as well. So they do like to attack down the wings. There's their passing network and their key passes as well. And this is the team. These are the heroes that we're sending out. It is Onana in goal. It's Zagreb, Pogranic, Wood and Mahoney. It's Phillips and Mariba going up against his former club. It's Under, it's Renia, it's Vervaeke, it's Haaland up top. We've got Fati on the bench, the super sub if we need him. Let's hope we don't. So here we go. They are a little bit more defensive in midfield. We have about £112 million worth of Barcelona player in our team today. The other 3 are 4 on the bench. We've got Miranda, Alina, Fati and Ruiz. So we have Barcelona options on the bench to come back and haunt their former club. Of course, the one bit of big news since last episode, other than the youth intake, was the Bogac has handed in a transfer request. I kind of expected it, to be honest. He's just, well, hang on. Let's do the team talk here first. Jodem says they expect to go out there and prove a point today. What do we want to see here? Let's just play a natural game, boys. Let's go out there, play a natural game. Some calm, we have faith. And as ever, in an away European tie, let's bang some away goals. Yeah, Bogac is kind of in a weird position where he's second choice to Mariba in a deeper role. In the number 10 role, again, he's kind of second choice to a number of players, but mostly Renia. I would like to keep him because he is a club-trained player, but honestly, if he's going to kick up a stink, we can get along without him. We'll get as much as we can for him, and we'll move on with our lives. Here we go with Vervaeke. Vervaeke's playing this one because Fati was, we saw, a little bit disappointing, wasn't he, last time out against Chelsea? So I played him against West Ham. So Raheem Sterling strides forward here. Yeah, and he absolutely killed it, did Fati. So a little bit disappointing, perhaps, that he's not quite fit for this one. But we'll look to bring him off the bench if we need him. Hopefully, Vervaeke will do a job for us. Under's there, he loses out. Can he get back? It's becoming a long old highlight, unfortunately, isn't it? Because they have the ball. Can we get a foot in here somewhere? Too much space for De Jong. Sterling has it. There's another ball through, and that's a bit of a miss there. Onana looked like he was stranded. And we might just demand a little bit more from the boys here. Come on. Onana's having a good game, and he's the only one, and that is never a good sign as the as the attacking team, is it? As an attacking force in the game. Let's go another demand more. This isn't working, I'm going to say. So let's go on to exploit the middle, and let's maybe just widthen up our defence a little bit. They are getting down the sides of us, maybe a little bit too easily. Can we stop the cross coming in? Griezmann has it. Can he get a tackle in there? Go on, Mariba. Go on, Mariba. Go on, Mariba. No edge of the area. We've still got players there, but look, they got 2 in the middle. They've got a man over. Gretzka goes all the way back. Interesting decision, but again, the highlight continues. They still have possession of the ball here. I'm wondering if we need to be a little bit more compact in our defence. I mean, I'd say we're doing really well, but the nature of a highlight is that something will happen. Come on, boys. Oh, there we go. Can we get that? No, we've got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive there. They do have a man over there. They're using the pitch really well. And again, I'd say we're defending nicely, but something's going to happen here. There's the ball through, and we've been caught out, and Onana makes the save. Wood completes the clearance, and we'll make those tactical changes now. We have not seen anything from us in this first half as an attacking force, have we? Let's try and get creative before half-time, see if we can get anything going. But that has not been a good half for a Leeds United supporter. Let's calmly say we're not happy with that. Let's see if we can get a little bit more out of Felix. And we'll get back out there. The positive side is that we've limited their chances as well. They haven't done too much in terms of highlights. They have had a couple of really good chances, which isn't ideal. Yeah, show some passion maybe. Can we get something going here, boys? Okay, Vavake's not having a good game. Let's bring the X Factor Fati on for him. The other thing I'm wondering is maybe if we take it off, pass into space. Just let them play it as they see it, perhaps. See if that makes any difference. Still nothing. Renier's had a bad game. Let's keep bringing on the old boys. Let's get a leaner on the field for him. It's been a really blunt performance from us, though, hasn't it? Can we nick something late here, I wonder? Let's try a get stuck in. What else can we do? Let's take it off, work ball into the box. Let's go back to exploit the flanks, though, because we do have a lot of players in wide positions. But this second half has just been an absolutely nothing show, hasn't it? This is not what we wanted, going back to Ellen Road and 0-0. Come on, boys. Show me something here. Absolutely nothing. It's going to be all to play for at Ellen Road, and we have to win the game at Ellen Road if we are to progress into the semi-finals of the Champions League. That has been an absolute disaster. Sorry, guys. Not a disaster in terms of result, but it's a disaster in terms of a YouTube viewing spectacle. Dude, he did absolutely nothing. Sack your agent, mate. That's absolutely disgusting. You would ask for a transfer for an attacking player after that performance. Anyway, guys, wait right there. I'll play through the Brighton game, and then we'll be back for the second leg. Alright, welcome back. Now, before we get to this massive second leg, we do have to catch you up on the Brighton game. So let's go see how we did in that one. So there we go, short and sweet that one, wasn't it? Unfortunately for us, we just couldn't quite find a way through. We know Brighton are a very, very hard nut to crack. If you look at the team lineup here, we've got, of course, this game against Barcelona on the midweekend game. Then the weekend is the semi-final against Chelsea. So I did rest a lot of players. We went with Kakastrian in the centre of defence to make sure Sutuk, who's a little bit match fatigued. So, that being said, it was still a strong team that should have done a little bit better. But yeah, this lack of goals coming into this game makes me very, very nervous. We'll have a quick update of the league table there. You can see we're still, the reason that we were able to sort of rest players is because we're still in a really good position. We're still with same games played as Liverpool, 6 points clear, 6 points clear of Chelsea, but with that game in hand. So yeah, we're still in a good position in the league, and we now have pretty much a basically fresh squad for this one. You can see just Aline is the only one that is match fatigued coming into this one. So it is what it is. We need to go, though. We know we need to win at home. We cannot afford, well, this is a 0-0 again. That won't make for a good episode, but we cannot afford a draw. We have to beat Barcelona at home. We know, well, we saw just, not even 5 minutes ago, or 10 minutes ago, what they're like. Unfortunately for us, there's no Donald's report on the game that we just played against them, so we can see what they did against their 0-0 draw against Mallorca. So they're not in goal scoring form either, though I wonder if they rested some players. Now that looks something similar to the lineup they played against us. So neither team's in goal scoring form. Let's hope we re-find our scoring boots and they don't re-find theirs. So it's essentially the same 11, just one change. So Onana goes in goal. It's Zagreb, Pongrenic, Wood and Mahoney. It's Phillips and Mariba in midfield. It's Unda. We'll give him another chance down the right. Bones on the bench for this one, though, if he's not having a good game. It's Renier, and Fati comes in to start in place of Vavake, who was poor, let's face it, and he tends to be poor when we need him most. Haaland goes up top. He needs to re-find his goal-scoring boots as well. Now, of course, only Onana from this starting 11 played in the Brighton game. So it's not these guys' fault we didn't score in that one, but it's very much their fault we didn't score in Barcelona. Tell the team they expected to go out there, prove a point today. Let's go a little bit of passion this time, I think. Go out there, give these fans their money's worth. Some calm, we have faith. And yeah, let's see if we can book ourselves in the final 2. No, 4. Semi-finals of 4. I was thinking final 2 ties, but obviously, yeah, idiot. Just write it down to me being dumb. That's fine. All right, let's go. Come on, boys. Let's keep this clean sheet. I mean, the other side, look, obviously, that we haven't conceded a goal, in the last 2 games either. So, there's ways to look at results, but I don't like this highlight starting with Barcelona, if I'm honest. Griezmann has it there. Can we get a foot in? No, we cannot. He goes back to De Jong. Put a little bit of pressure on, boys. There we go. Can we get a foot in? No, not quite yet. A little bit too much space. I wonder if there's a little bit too much space in midfield there. There's the header down. Wood to Mariba. Back from Mahoney to Wood. Look at that. That's nice play, isn't it? Prefer we were pinging it around a little bit closer to their penalty area than ours, but that's fine. So far, so good. Mariba, look at this. We're like a Barcelona in a white shirt in their pomp, aren't we? There's a good flick on there for Haaland. Can Haaland beat his man? He goes out for Unda. He's got Haaland in the middle. Can Unda do something? He finds it. The ball across and Erling Haaland gives us the lead in the 7th minute. 23rd goal of the year for Haaland, and Unda involved in yet another goal this season. He has had an absolute barnstorming season, probably only second in my book. I think that Haaland has got player of the season. We're getting to that point of the year where we can start to make those calls, isn't it? I think Under has been an absolute revelation this year. But Erling Haaland, 23 goals he has now. And as things stand, we are going through this tie. Let's maybe just back it off, attacking, ball in. It's headed away there. Mariba, it's blocked by the defender. Mariba still has it. Mahoney, ball in. Nice shape, just couldn't quite get beyond the defender. Renier wins it back for Calvin Phillips. Phillips out there to Zagreb. Can he get a ball into the box? Nice ball for Fati. Can he pull it back? He does. Under's there, and Under sticks it in, and we're 2-0 up. And that gives us a little bit of wiggle room in terms of away goals as well. Under, 9th goal of the season. Fati with another assist against his former club, of course. And that is excellent, excellent stuff from Leeds United. The highlight started with a sort of a chance in a way to Mariba that was blocked. That's a good ball down the line there for Zagreb as well, isn't it? And Under in the air gets the goal. And we're 2-0 up. Now, of course, this is a really dangerous lead now, isn't it? Because if they were to get one back, suddenly they're a goal away from knocking us out. But you'd rather be 2-0 up than 0-0, wouldn't you? There's a good win there by Pomgranic in the air. Mariba picks up the ball. Mahoney back to Wood. Wood lumps one forward. Haaland's there, knocks it down to Renier. Renier finds Fati. Now Fati, he shoots off. I tell you what, that's a big miss for Fati. It's a tap-in by his standards. I really thought we were going to see the net bulging again there, and I would have been up, that's for sure. What a goal it would have been by Fati, but not on that occasion. Let's keep telling him to demand a little bit more. We've looked relatively good defensively without having as much possession as the opposition. They're going more attacking. That will hopefully open up some gaps for us to run into. Here we go with Under. Can he beat his men? Oh, of course he can. Look at Under go. Can he find a finish here? Under tapped over the bar by ter Stegen. And we will have a corner and bring up the big boys from the back. Here we go. Under to knock it in. Decent ball. It's headed away. We should get to that with Renier, though. He does pick it up. Now, is he going to keep possession? No, he does something a little bit silly there, actually, mate. You should be looking to keep the ball there. Brandt brings it forward for Barcelona. And there's Nathan Wood on the cover tackle. Brilliant stuff. And hopefully that'll end the highlight. Yes, it does. And let's give him just a concentrate coming into the break here. It's been a really, really good half so far. What we don't want to do, though, is blow it at the end here. But we don't look like we're going to do that. Rennie is having a poor game in there, which is a little bit of a disappointment. But otherwise, that's been a really, really good half of football from us. Assertive, boys. Do not get complacent here. Under. Absolute magnificent, mate. We will tell Rennie a little bit more from you, please. Hasn't been fantastic. Calvin Phillips, maybe a little bit more from you too, please. Captain Courageous. Zagreb's playing a 6-7. We might just ask a little bit more from the guys playing a 6-7. Yeah, there we go. But I think ultimately we just get back out there. As I said, they are almost certainly going to... Well, they have to come at us now, don't they? Which will, of course, leave us gaps. We're not attacking, but I do still want to be positive. I don't want to sit back and invite them onto us. Here we go with Renier. Is he about to wake up, Renier? Another sort of flap save by ter Stegen, but it's effective. It goes over the bar, and we've got another corner. Under knocks it in. It's decent, and it's Fati in there. And his header whistles just over the crossbar. We do have Bogac on the bench. We could bring on for Renier, but to be honest, I just kind of trust Renier to come good. Fati's there again, and Fati just, again, we're getting closer from these corners. Just inches over the bar. Can we get one of the ex-Barcelona players? Let's give him some praise. I think we're doing okay now, trying a little bit of positive reinforcement. The shout meant absolutely nothing to him. Maybe it's the Leeds United fans. They're singing their heads off. They can't hear me. All right. Oh, it's still... I don't like this 2-0 lead. If they score, you just... Oh, it's going to start pooping pants time. There we go. Mahoney. Ball over the top there. Well, through, I should say, for Haaland. Can he wrap it up? Erling Haaland. Another good save from ter Stegen, who's keeping them in it, to be honest. The question here, too, is at what point do we go with a DM? Take out Renier as a number 10 and go with a DM to sort of protect what we have. Phillips, ball there for Under. Under back for Wood, and is he offside? Yeah, it's offside. I don't know why we're coming all the way back to halfway for an offside, but that's fine. Not get creative. That was also saying that was silly. I'm choking under the pressure here. It's a throw deep in our own half. Zagreb, though, to Phillips. Completely uncontested for Barcelona. There's, Mariba and Renier on different wavelengths. I think that might be the sign that we need to make this change. Hopefully, we're not going to concede a goal on the back of that. Renier's just not had a good day today. We can either drop Phillips back in. There's a pumped clear by Mahoney. Picked up by the Barcelona defence. And can we win this back? Haaland's going over there. Griezmann loses out to Mahoney. Mariba has it. What can Mariba do? Goes over the top for Haaland. Again, the Barcelona defender's there, but Under picks up the header. Renier back for Under. Can Under get himself another goal? No, not on this occasion. It is... What's it going to be? It's going to be a goal kick. All right. We don't want to do it from this screen. We need to go to the other one. Just not been Renier's day. Let's get Noah Kene on the field, the youngster, to come in here, just sit in front of that back four like he does so well. Yeah, just as a deep line defender, that'll do. Let's stick him on defend as well. And that should all be fine. Let's maybe just switch Haaland back to support if he's up there by himself. There's no number 10. And there we go. And we've begun the process of closing out the semi-final here, hopefully. Let's give him a little bit more praise. These match ratings are looking better now. It's been a decent performance. Are they going to pump one in from nowhere, though, and make it nervous? No, that goes whistling past the post. And we're just about there. They might have get stuck in on here as well, I think. Another corner for Barcelona. Ball comes in. It's headed away. Under's picked it up. He's got space to run into. Can we hit them on the break here? There's someone there with him. It's probably Fati. Did he just stray offside there? Fati. Players all around him. It's fallen for Haaland. And again, I tell you what, ter Stegen's kept him in the game. But a lot of our shots have been straight at him, haven't they? Corner comes in. Under. It's a free header, but it's missed. Fati has it back there for Kene. Can the youngster get a Champions League goal in front of his home crowd? There's a good ball from Phillips out to find Under. Can Under whack one in? He's offside. Alright, let's continue the process of closing this thing out. Let's lower our tempo down. Let's waste time. Let's not pass into space anymore. Let's keep all that the same. And here we go. The other thing we should have done, we need to close up these lines. Come on, let's not concede here, boys. Kene's there, wins it back, but still with Barcelona. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Griezmann gets one back. It's 2-1. And what did I say? If they get a goal now, we're done on away goals. We will continue with those changes. We'll go defensive and just cross our fingers. Boys, come on. Please hang on to this. Please hang on to this. We're over time, referee. What are we doing? What are we doing? There it is. Well, it was a little bit more nervous at the end than it should have been. It's been ultimately a really good performance with a little bit of poor finishing in there. But ter Stegen was really good for them. But boys, we're in the final four. Leeds United win the Champions League quarter-final. We just about got past Barcelona there. Turns out they are the Barcelona B, and it's our boys that are the better team. And we will be playing Paris Saint-Germain in the semi-finals of the European Champions League. One of us will be in the final, and the other one will be in tears, basically. That's the way it works, isn't it? The Spain boss is looking at Mariba, Fati. That's just the two of our boys. Obviously, Abel Ruiz will probably be in there as well, I would imagine. But there we go, guys. That is it for today. If you have enjoyed winning the Champions League quarterfinal, it was tight and tense, but we did get there in the end. Don't forget to hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. And we'll be back next time we've got the semi-final of the FA Cup. And then we've got Everton in the league as well. And we're starting to get to the point where we could wrap this league title up relatively soon if things start going our way. So that'll be next episode. And then we'll see how that goes. Whether we come straight back for Arsenal in the first leg might be a decent way. Or do we just do the semi-final over 2 games? We'll see how the league's shaping up. But anyway, next episode it will be the FA Cup semi-final. A chance to book another place in the final. And Everton, of course. I'll see you at Wembley, guys. Take care.